All right, well, let me see if there's sound now because apparently I've been on mute the whole time. Because I'm trying new stuff, and at least we have a scoreboard so you can see the score versus me only saying it. But apparently, I have to turn stuff on because there's a double mute function on
Shout out
this.
to our audience in South Carolina.
All right, all right. So
It says nope still.
it's a bit of a lag.
Okay.
So, but we'll see. I don't know. It says I'm no longer muted. But, and I don't think I'm muted here. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. What do we got on this line? Can't see who's behind. Oh, Camille, Eleni, Dez, Eloise, or Wheezy, Zoe, Olive, Aya. All right. Someone let me know if there's sound. I was on mute before. I think I'm off mute now. So hopefully there's sound. All right. Olive is going to be on the pole. All right. Ballard is going to take it to the middle of the field since the pole went out of bounds. Ooh, Camille almost there. All right, sorry about the mute for the first 5 points. I swear I was talking. All right, Dez on the mark. Good defense here. Ooh, Eloise. Oh, all right. So let's see. It looks like Dez. Nope. Aya's going to pick up the disc here. Getting everything set up here. Aya with the fake. Oh. All right. No foul there. Camille unable to secure that one. Ooh, there's a floater. Oh boy. Oh. Just out of reach of Ballard there. All right. Looks like Dez is going to pick this one up. She'll walk it up to the line. Taps it in. Eleni is able to get that one. Eloise is able to pull that one in. Oh, just out of reach. All right, so Camille will be on this mark. Eloise on the mark now. Camille just out of Camille's reach. Going deep. Oh, that was great D by Olive.
Let's get it back here, boss. Let's get it back here.
All right, to Camille. Camille. Kill to, oh, out of the reach of Eloise. All right. Eloise will pick up the mark after that, just out of her reach. Zoe's on this mark. Oh, that's a great catch by Ballard there. No, Camille picks up the mark. We call a pick. Goes back. All right. Discs back in. Oh, all right. Olive will walk up and pick up the turnover. Zoe to Eloise. Eloise to Eleni. Eleni going for Zoe or Camille, just out of their reach. All right, but we switched the field.
We're good, bud. Let's stay in it.
I think Ballard might call a timeout. All right, timeout Ballard. Timeout Ballard. It's been a long point here. All right, Ballard takes timeout on this long point. They will have the disc when we come out of the timeout, and Lincoln will be on D, clearly. All right, coming out of the timeout, Camille is on the mark. Do we really have 9 people watching us right now? It's been a long point so far. Ballard's able to get that one. moving it on that back line. Good D. Lots of cuts. Oh, Aya. Oh, oh. Olive's on the mark. Aya stumbles a little bit there. It's going deep. Oh, great D by Eleni. All right, Aya's going to pick up the disc here and tap it in. Goes to Eloise. Eloise to Aya. Aya to, oh boy. Just out of the reach of Eleni. All right, we're now back down at this end. Ballard walking it up. Camille will be on the mark. Taps it in. Swing it over. Wheezy's on the mark. Oh, Eleni's able to get to that one. That was great D. Team's calling for end zone to set up some offense. Hopefully punch this one in. Des picks up the disc, taps it in. Looks for the around. Aya's able to get free. She's not in, I don't think. Taps it in. Needs a swing. Swings it to Zoe. Zoe to Olive. Is she in? She's in. That was a really long point, but yet another break. That makes it 6-0 Lincoln. 6-0. I don't know when halftime is. I don't know if we're... Okay, not yet. Must be playing to 13. Honestly, I didn't read all of the rules for this tournament. So the winner of this tournament gets a locked-in bid for high school nationals in June. All right. Let's see who we're sending out on this line. It's starting to warm up here in Seattle. All right, let's see. We've got... I can't see behind. Who's behind Soma? Marissa... Yeah, Nell, Kaysen, Maeve, Kalani, and Lila. Oh, it's Oakley. She has changed her attire. That's why I didn't recognize her. Oakley had sweatshirt and sweatpants on, and now she's in a jersey and shorts. It's like normally they slowly change their clothes, and you can take a context clue from one thing. But all right, Nell's on the pull on this one. All right, Ballard's coach is still out there setting stuff up. Lincoln's ready to go. Okay. Georgia is serenading the field right now from the dugout. Let's see if I... So they're in the dugout there singing. And they're still going. All right, looks like we're just about ready. Now with the pull. All right, Ballard claps in. Here goes Nell. Ballard catches the pull. Kalani on the mark. Marissa's now on the mark. Oakley on the mark. Now Marissa. Now Kalani. Now Nell. Ooh, just down, just down. All right, Nell's going to go pick up quick. She's going deep for Marissa. Not quite there.
Lane Kalani.
All right, Oakley's on the mark. Ballard taps in. Swings it over. Marissa's on the D. She's able to pick that one out of the air. She switches it right back, goes to Kalani. Kalani's able to get that one. Nell's able to pull that one in. Moves it over to Lila. Lila flips it to Nell. Not in.
See the poach.
Moves it over to Oakley. Oakley to Kaysen for 7-0. Another break. That will be halftime. So I'm going to mute myself and go get some water. And we'll be back when we come out of half. You can notice now the scoreboard says halftime. So when we start the second half, it'll say second half. Super exciting stuff, I know. All right, we're just wrapping up halftime here. Moving into the second half. Team that definitely traveled the farthest for this tournament is warming up behind me, Georgia. They were just serenading us at the end of in the last point of the first half. Lincoln will play them their second game today, but they have a bye next as Ballard will play Georgia, and then we'll play Georgia. All right. If you heard, Ballard just broke their huddle. Lynx is breaking their huddle. D-line. Kaysen and Maeve racing each other down to the end zone. Sounds like Kalani, Aya, and Jaco will be handlers for this point. So we will have Jaco, Marissa, somebody who's behind Soma and Stan. Oh, Oakley, Kaysen, Maeve, Aya, and Kalani. When they get set again, I'll try to rattle it off again if I can. All right, so Marissa, Oakley, Jaco, Maeve, Kaysen, Aya, Kalani. I assume Jaco's going to throw it, and she will. All right. Looks like we're about ready. They're about ready. Ballard collapsing. Jaco with the pull. Kaysen quickly on the mark. Oh, Kalani almost there.
Maeve here. Maeve here. Oakley, do a little less. Oakley, do a little less.
Look like Lincoln's playing a bit of a zone here. Kaysen on the point of the zone.
Let's go, Bob! Oh, that's a mistake right there.
Ballard able to score on their point. Just a hold there. Makes it 7-1. All right, so this will let us bring out our O-line here. All right, so out on O. Oops.
Was that live?
They really can't hear you. They can see you guys.
That's rather unfortunate. Oh, do you like talk over?
I do. I try my best to kind of provide some live stream. I mean, you guys could totally take this. You can't go probably too far, but you could
just stand
you could
right
call
here.
the point.
Hello.
Line out, let
Testing.
everybody know.
Oh, who's in the? I'm actually blind. Amelia, Jaco, Lucy, Nell, Yuli,
Yuli.
and Sabrina.
Wow.
I should be an announcer.
You totally should.
Next up, we have.
All right, Olive and Lena. I'll get it right. I knew all of everybody else because of last year.
What's my name?
You're Lila.
Yeah.
I like how you put me on the spot and then I had to like think about it for a minute. It's much easier.
Ooh, pretty pull by Sadie. We got Jaco. Oh, fancy. Yuli's up. Yuli's looking downfield. Ooh, nice hit to Sabrina. Sabrina's looking down. Oh, to dump. Ooh, nice up line by Yuli. Now she's throwing deep to Amelia, and I think that's a score. Woo! Okay.
That was coverage brought to you by Lila. So much better than me doing it.
I love the mini mic.
Yeah, Angus, it's great that it's working, finally. All right, so that makes it 8-1 Lincoln. All right. O-line got their chance to get out there, get a point in. All right, let's see who we're setting up with. Lila will clearly not be on the call because she's out there. So we've got Maeve, Eloise, Camille, Zoe, Lena, get it right, Lena, Lila, and Olive. So, it's Eleni, Wheezy, Camille, I don't know where Maeve went, Camille, Zoe, Lena, Lila, and Olive. So we've got 4 new varsity players on this line and 3 freshmen. All right, Ballard claps in. Final conversations for Lincoln here. Lincoln claps in. Lila on the pole. Ballard catches it on the pole. Camille on the mark. Zoe on the mark now.
Left, Zoe, left.
Forcing home. Oh, that's on the ground.
Lila, pick it up.
All right, Lila's going to pick it up quick and go for, I think, Camille. Camille. Oh, just out of Camille's reach. All right. I think Camille. Nope. Lena's on the mark. Lena will be on the mark here. Wheezy's now on the mark. Eloise. Lena with good defense there. Going deep-ish. Able to secure that one. Ballard is. Camille pulls up on the mark. Oh, Lena picks up.
Camille, go under. Camille, get underneath.
Yes, Penny!
Camille picks up the mark. Oh, Zoe's able to get that D. Good D by Zoe. I think it just floated a little bit on Ballard there. Olive's going to pick up the disc. Looks for Wheezy. Decides to swing it all the way over to Lena. Lena with the fake to Camille. Camille's able to get her foot in to catch that one. Swings it back over to Lila. Lila over to Olive. That was a great cut by Olive. Ooh, Olive thought about it. Sends it over to Lena. Zoe cuts in. Oh, just out of her reach. All right, Eleni will be on the mark. Lila with the D. Good D by Lila there. Camille picks up this mark. It's going deep.
Yeah, Rachel, box, Rachel!
Oh. Ballard with the point there. That was just a hold, though. That makes it 8-2. All right, so we'll be back on O-line for this one. We've got Yuli, Dez, Taya, Lucy, Sabrina, Amelia, and Jaco. If you haven't done it lately, you should check out the Lincoln Instagram page. They posted a bunch of the fun facts, tournament snacks, I think favorite pickup line maybe, on the bios for a bunch of the players. I think they have everyone up but the seniors. All right, let's zoom this out. Well, try to zoom it out. Ballard on the pole. Lincoln's ready to go. It's going to be a rolling disc. Oh. Quick pickup by Yuli to Jaco. Jaco to Lucy. Lucy to Sabrina. Sabrina going to Amelia. Oh, just out of her reach. That was a good idea there. All right, Ballard's going to walk it up. Taps it in. Lucy on the mark. And Callahan for Dez. If you're unaware, that's when your defense scores on that. That was not something I've seen yet in my watching of Ultimate. So if I'm a little speechless, it's because I don't actually know what to say. It's pretty awesome to see. That was great D there by Dez to cut that pass off. All right, so that makes it 9-2. If I can find my scoreboard, I will update it. All right. Okay, sorry for the crazy scoreboard. My scoreboard app actually crashed, so I had to fix it. So it should be 9-2. Nope, it keeps going to 10. It does not want to do 9. I found a bug. Okay, so have to fix that in my coding, but it's 9-3. Apparently, I can't do one number. Okay, that let me do it.
It looked like a race until you both kind of slowed up as you got to the sideline. Oh, yeah, we just
All right, well, I'll worry about that later. So we're going D-line here with Kalani, Marissa, Oakley, Nell, Aya, Kaysen, and Maeve.
I had a teammate
Don't know what the 101 joke is, but Nelson pretty funny. Seemed like it was pretty funny. Just lands out of bounds, so Ballard will get to walk it up to the middle. I think we might be playing some zone, perhaps. Maybe not. Maybe a loose zone? We'll see. Kaysen's going to be on this mark. Yeah, kind of a loose zone. Nope, definitely zone. I'll take that back.
Oakley, back up! Oakley, back up! Step up here! Step up here! May step up here!
All right, I was able to get the stall count up to 8 on that particular one. If you couldn't hear Kaysen yelling it. Swings it over to Marissa. Whew, right through a tiny window. Marissa back to Nell. Nell to Oakley. Just floats on her.
We're in it.
Kaysen on the mark.
We're in it, Oakley. We're in it. Take away the reset. Good, Oakley. Good, Oakley. Now drop. See behind you. See behind you. See behind you. Oakley, see behind you here. line right there, right? You have time to see if the throw goes up.
It's a hammer. Ballard's able to get that one and move it up the line.
Slow, slow, we like water.
Straight behind her, straight behind her, straight behind her.
All right, I'm not quite sure what happened there. Oakley got basically taken out and then threw it to the end zone, but not there. Oh, not quite for Kalani. Ballard's able to get the point. All right, now the score should be accurate, I think. All right, we'll be on O-line now.
Way to step out. That's great.
All right, let's see. On this line, we've got Dez, Sabrina, Lucy, Yuli, Amelia, Jaco, and Taya. So we'll be on O-line. Stan's walking off. Get down here to the Ballard pole. All right, Ballard's ready to go. We're ready to go. Here comes the pole. Big bounce. Yuli's able to pick it up. Yuli swings it over to Lucy. Lucy thinks about the deep to Taya. Instead goes to Amelia. Amelia going to Sabrina. Sabrina able to pull that one in for a really, really quick point by our O-line. All right, that makes it 10-4 Lincoln. All right, Lincoln huddling up, figuring out what our next D-line is. All right, we got Zoe, Eloise, Camille, Lena, Olive, Lila, and Eleni. He'd like. All right. So looks like Lila is going to be on the pole here. Ballard's still getting set. It's definitely a colander with tinfoil.
Yeah, you can see like the little ear handles coming out.
All right, Ballard doing their final clapping. Lila getting ready for the pole here. Here we go.
Oh, Leah, go!
Ballard going deep. Able to pull that one in.
Zoe up line!
Gets a little dump there, swings it around. Able to pick it up for Ballard. Camille on the mark. Not in there though. Lena on the mark. Oh. Ballard's able to get the point there. Great cut. Makes it 10-5. 10-5 Ballard. Or 10-5 Lincoln. Ballard with the point. All right. So we get to go back out on O-line. This half has been mostly just holds after Lincoln went on a break fest in the first half. All right, so out on this, whoops, out on this line, we've got Taya, Yuli, Sabrina, Jaco, Amelia, Lucy, and Nell. All right, looks like Ballard's walking off. We're about ready. Let's go down here for the pull.
Let's hang out around these cones.
Oh, Sarah, wait.
All right, Ballard does their clap. Lincoln has their hands up. Here comes the pull. It's rolling in our favor. Jaco quickly to Yuli. Yuli's going deep for Taya. Taya gets that. She's not quite in. Floats it over to Sabrina, who is in. Another quick O-line point there to make it 11-5. All right, so it's a high-fiving for Lincoln over there. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Everything should be on. All right, let's see who's coming out on D-line this time. Not sure if we have 5 or 15 minutes because I'm not sure if these are an hour and 20 or if they're an hour and a half. But first game of the tournament, so we'll find out. All right, so on this line, let's see, we've got Kalani, Marissa, Oakley, Jaco, Kaysen, Aya, and Maeve out there for this line. All right. Oops, coaches are walking away. Jaco's going to do the pull. And a 1 and a 2 clap, and Ballard does a 2 clap, and Jaco does the pull, and we're off. Kaysen quickly on the mark, playing some zone again.
No one's behind you. No one's behind you.
Ballard quickly swinging it around. They're going, Kaysen running the front of that cone, that zone.
That's fine. That's fine. Nate, take away the middle here.
Lots of figuring out how we're doing the zone here. Ballard crashes the cup, throws a hammer. Okay, they're able to get the turn with that. Great D. Oh, throwing it to Kalani. Kalani is in. That was a break for Lincoln there after getting the turn on the zone. Makes it 12-5. All right. What do we got out there for the line? We've got Zoe, Olive, Eloise, Lena, Camille, Eleni, and Lila. This D-line could finish this game if we get a turn and a point. All right, Ballard looks like they're ready to go. We're just finishing up. Georgia's running their drills right behind me. It's kind of entertaining to watch while I'm not focused on this game. All right. Here comes Lila with the pull. We're off. Ballard picks up. I don't know. I hope we're just playing man this point. Just man this point.
Stay tight. Stay tight. Still home.
That disc is up. Ballard's able to pull that one in. Looking. Are they in? I don't know if they're in. They're in. They're in. All right. It's a point for Ballard. I agree with the Ballard coaches that these kids need to use more hand signals, especially for those of us that live stream. So that makes it 12-6. 12-6. I think we got time for one more point here.
Get over here.
Okay, putting out O-line. Excuse me. All right, let's see. We're going to have... There's... Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, good. We got Yuli coming in too. Okay, so Des, Amelia, Lucy, Jaco, Sabrina, Taya, and coming into your screen now is Yuli. Alrighty. O-line does their thing. This will be it for this game, and then we turn to a bye, and then we play the Georgia team.
Different.
All right, everybody. Ballard's getting off. Zoom out for the pull.
Yuli didn't look like she was ready to start playing.
No.
She was just ready for opera.
She was.
She had her ski jacket on, her sunnies.
I mean, you know, they're kind of a little nonchalant at times.
They need some more chalant.
We called it swagger earlier in the day. A little swagger. They had some. All right, Ballard with the pull. Jaco picks it up on the roll. Quickly to Yuli. Yuli. Ooh, Ballard playing a little D, a little zone D. Oh. Okay, we're all sorting this out. All right, taps it in. Des goes back to, swings it over to Amelia. Amelia to Sabrina. Sabrina to Des. Des to Sabrina. Sabrina to Yuli. Yuli swings it over to Jaco. Jaco floats it. Yep. Sadie with the pickup for Ballard.
Yuli, here, reset, Yuli.
Oh.
Pick it up, Jacob, move the ball, move the ball. Amelia, just hit Amelia.
Over to Amelia. Amelia goes to Des. Des to... In between Lucy and Yuli.
Who's here?
Ballard able to get a break on that one. Sadie checking in with Taya if that was a point, and it was. All right, we will go back on O-line. That's the first time today that, I mean, it's only been one game, but first time today Lincoln's been broken. I think the score is very similar to when we played in earlier in the season. All right. So out there we have Lucy, Nell, Jaco, Sabrina, Yuli, Amelia, Taya. I think the only change from the previous line is Nell in for Des. All right. Ballard getting some instructions. They'll be on the pole. Coach is giving final instructions to the Lincoln team. I'm going to move it down here. Ballard getting final stuff. I think if we score, this will be the last point of this game. Lincoln's ready to go, hands in the air. Ballard's still sorting out their D-line. All right, Ballard's ready. Here comes the pull. It's just floating. Yuli picks it up. Now on with the disc. Moves it to Jaco. Jaco moves it to Yuli. Back to Jaco. Jaco to Nell. Nell to Jaco. Jaco to Taya. Taya back to Jaco. Jaco to Lucy. Lucy to Jaco to Nell. To Jaco. Jaco over to Nell. Nell. Oh, I thought Sabrina was going to make that cut to Amelia. Amelia back to Nell. Nell to Taya. Both Sabrina and Taya in that area, and that will be game. That should be game. I think. Unless my count is wrong. Maybe it's not.